All right, everybody, welcome back to the J&A Armchair Quarterback Show. I am your host, Isaac Skin and Bones Jones. Ellis, we talked to Coach Kehner about this a little bit, but especially since you've graduated, how has the Glen Rose offensive-defensive scheme changed in the last 4 or 5 years?
Football's just changed tremendously. You know, obviously everybody's running RPO type offense stuff, more shotgun spread stuff. There's just so many different ways to attack defenses now.
Next question. You're the head coach of the Arkansas Raiders, correct? All right, so I want you to tell our audience about that team as far as what they do, how they play, you coaching it, and all that good stuff.
Arkansas Raiders were a semi-professional football team. Just started this year. We branched off of the Arkansas Steelers. I was originally coaching them when I was 19. Got into that, took some time off, went back to college, and then I started working for Gegerich Electric, by the way, sponsor tonight. So got into this, and then the previous owner called me probably about 3 months ago and asked me if I wanted to be head coach, and I said, yeah, man, I'll do it. So I got time now and actually got my career set. So we're about giving guys who didn't receive a fair chance or maybe, messed up somewhere, you know what I'm saying? We give that second chance to these guys to either, hey, get a college look, B, go Canadian, Arena League, something like that. I mean, when I was 19, I sent 2 guys to Canadian, 1 to Arena League. They're still playing currently. Football did so much for us and all my coaching staff. We want to be able to give back to these guys who didn't have a fair opportunity then. So.
That's awesome. That's one of the things a lot of people, and I know especially in high school ball, coaches have to deal with a lot of external stuff that it's a lot more than just practice and coaching kids and dealing with the games every Friday night. I mean, you look at football coach, basketball, baseball, softball. They have to deal with a lot of stuff, and especially that's a big thing at the high school level too. Because I mean, none of the coaches in there make enough money. None of them do. And it's just the sacrifice that they have to come out here and mentor these kids and to be a second dad or even the dad to some of these kids. It's awesome. We do want to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Gegerich, this week, and another thank you to all the high school coaches that are coming out here, because without them, there's no show. Well, Austin, man, we appreciate your time. Good luck with your team. Y'all stay tuned. We're going to go down to the field with Aaron. We're going to shoot the pregame stuff. Austin, we appreciate it, buddy. Y'all stay tuned. This is the J&A Armchair Quarterback Show. Welcome, everybody, to the J&A Armchair Quarterback Show. I am your host, Isaac Skin and Bones Jones. This is your co-host, Aaron. What was your Sneaky Mule? Aaron Sneaky Mule Weatherford.
Swag.
Aaron, okay. Welcome, everybody, to the J&A Armchair Quarterback Show. I am your host, Isaac Skin and Bones Jones. This is your co-host, Aaron, the Sneaky Mule Weatherford. Aaron, tell us about our game we got going on today.
We've got a really good game here tonight. Fouke Panthers coming all the way from about, 20 miles outside of Texarkana, way down south.
Basically Texas.
Yeah.
It's basically Texas.
Basically Texas. And obviously this is a really good game, and last time these two teams played, I was a senior at Glen Rose, and Fouke almost pulled off one of the biggest upsets that year in the first round of the playoffs. And I hope that doesn't happen again. So that's all that matters.
We were up by 7. Yeah, we were up by 7 at.
14-7.
No, what was the deal with the onside kick and everything?
So what that was, they kicked an onside kick at the end of the game, and in high school football you can't advance a onside kick. So what they had to do, wherever he caught the ball, that's where they had to take it from. So that's all it was.
All right, guys, we have the Glen Rose Beavers coming down the field right now. The captains. Aaron, what's your score prediction for this game? I'm picking Glen Rose 28-14. What about you, Aaron?
I got the Beavers going with it. I got them going about 24-17.
All right, y'all heard our score predictions. Aaron, we'll put our Instagrams right here. A big shout out to our sponsor this week, Gegerich Electric. We really appreciate them. If you ever have, they did our house and they did Aaron's house. If you need any electrical needs done, just call them. Big thank you to Miss Shelly for sponsoring this show. We really appreciate Gegerich. Believe me, guys, without our sponsors, we cannot do any of the stuff we do. A big thank you to our other sponsors, Larry and Neil, sponsored our giveaway yesterday. We're going to have our winners come by at halftime to receive their free haircut and their free 2 buffets. Just another shout out again, guys. If you need any electrical stuff done, if you need any parts, anything, go see Gegerich Electric. They did a great job. We love them. We appreciate them, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Our Instagram Live people and Facebook Live people, we will see y'all at halftime. Aaron, you said 24-14, yes, and I said 28-14. All right, guys, we will see y'all at halftime. This is the J&A Armchair Quarterback Show. We have today with us the head coach of the Glen Beavers, Coach Mark Kehner. Coach, how you feeling about today's game so far?
I feel pretty good about it. Our guys have done a good week's worth of work. I think we've addressed the issues that we've had the first couple weeks of the season, and the guys acknowledge what we're doing to kind of hurt ourselves. And if we clean our act up tonight, I think we'll be in good shape.
That's one thing Aaron and I noticed last week. What was it? It was 4 turnovers last week, wasn't it? 3 interceptions. Is that right? So is that a receiver issue, a protection issue, a QB issue? Because we were noticing last week, like, it's tough to make a pass with 2 seconds of protection. But I mean, like, what's going on?
I think it's a combination of all those. I mean, we had the one bad luck where we hit the guy in the hands, he tipped it up. Their outside backer pick sixes it, but that's going to happen in football. Some of the others, some bad decisions where we throw it. Another situation might be we break the route off a different direction. And of course, the O-line's got to protect. We haven't done a very good job of that up front with getting a senior lineman back and Nicholas Pritchard. We're hoping that solidifies us up front, a little more senior leadership, a little more experience to kind of call the blocking schemes up front. Hopefully we give JT a little more time tonight and he makes some good throws. Because if we just stick it on our guys, they're going to catch football.
One thing Aaron and I talked about too, you came here to coach in Glen Rose 2001, correct? Okay, so, and back then everything was mostly run game, just attack. How has it changed since, because you started out as an assistant and then when Elmore left, you became the head coach. How has the scheme, offense and defense, changed from then coming to 2018?
The basis of what we do is the same. Now, obviously, you have to morph as the game changes. We're into all completely RPO stuff, which is a run-pass option on every play. The quarterback has to make these decisions on his own. He has individual reads that he has to do, but you're pretty much putting it on that young man to make the right read every time. So we've had to do that and then flip it. I'm a defensive guy, so we've had to figure out how to defend all these RPOs within our base system that we use, and we've had to morph a little bit here and there. And like I said, it's kind of funny because the old guys that come back will say you're still doing the same thing, and you can basically say yes and no, but you just have to change with the times, and I think we've done a pretty good job of that over the years.
Awesome. Keys to victory for Glen Rose. Like, what is Fouke going to run as far as their offensive scheme and how you're going to counteract that? Basically, your keys to victory and how your squad's going to get this game, because I mean, y'all really need a good win.
We definitely need a win. I think the key for us tonight is to come out confident, get some good things that happen to us early. It's kind of we've been playing behind the 8 ball for the first 2 weeks of the season. Can't really get up on top and let our guys just relax and play football. If we do that tonight, hold on to the football. We say it every week before the game. Turnovers are the key, whether it's offense, defense, special teams. You got to take care of the football. You got to take it from the other team when you can. It's amazing how momentum changes when you do that. So, the key for us is to get a fast start, take care of the football, and just eliminate the mistakes that we're doing. We feel like we're beating ourselves. If we cut those down, we're going to be in good shape tonight.
Coach Kehner, appreciate you for your time. Thank you for your insight, man. Y'all stay tuned. All right, everybody, welcome back to the J&A Armchair Quarterback Halftime Show. I'm your host, Isaac Skin and Bones Jones. We'll put that Instagram right here. Thank you all for tuning in. We have today our 2 winners from our Thursday's giveaway, Brett and Carrie Cheatham. Brett, what's your take on the game so far?
Well, 16 points in the final minute. You can't beat that.
Can't beat it. Miss Carrie, I want you to tell me, who is your favorite Glen Rose football player?
My favorite Glen Rose player is number 9, Jace Cheatham.
Shout out to Jace. We'll put Jace's Instagram right here. Jace, your mom says hi. Brett, what do y'all plan on doing with your prizes? I guess getting a haircut and going to the buffet, going out to eat. So far, you played football in high school, correct? All right. So when you're out here watching, you played for Malvern, which we did. The first show we did was when Malvern played Glen Rose. From what you did back when you were in high school, watching the games now, like how has the sport changed? Because we talked to Coach Kehner and Austin on how much the sport has changed in the last 10, 20 years. So what's your take on that?
Well, when I played, it was mostly ground game. We didn't have a whole lot of passing, but we just grounded out. You had to be tough in the trenches.
Miss Carey, I want you to tell me, when you come to a Glen Rose Beavers football game, what's your favorite part about all this?
Well, of course, being a mom, my favorite part is watching my boys. Not only my boys, but all their friends, which is, my second children. Just watching all the school spirit and the kids get excited, and watching the band, the dance team, and just watching everybody do good.
I love it. All right. And being there with Brett. When we did the giveaway, we had about 15 entries on the men's side and only 2 entries on the ladies' side. But lo and behold, we pulled both of y'all. We appreciate y'all entering the contest. Y'all have fun. A big shout out to our sponsors. Our big shout out to our sponsors this week, Gegerich Electric. I just swallowed a bug. Big shout out to our sponsors this week, Gegerich Electric, for sponsoring this show. We really appreciate that, and a big thank you to Niels and Larry's for sponsoring our giveaway. Brett, Carey, we appreciate y'all a whole lot. Thank y'all for tuning in. This is the J&A Armchair Quarterback Show. All right, everybody, welcome back to the J&A Armchair Quarterback Show. This is still our halftime report. We have our previous interviewee, Austin Ellis, and former Glen Rose football, basketball player, James Cheatham. Nice to have you back, Austin. James, welcome to the show. James, when you grew up playing sports here, what was your favorite part just about being in the atmosphere? We had your mom and dad on the show a couple seconds ago, and they're the prize winners this week. And if y'all want to win this coming week's prize, comment entered in the comments below or on our Instagram live feed. So as far as just being a student here and growing up in the community, what has been your favorite part about being a Beaver and being involved in the culture and just the way this town is?
First off, like the home crowd, we have one of the best home crowds in the state. Just coming out, just the atmosphere, everybody pretty loud for us. They support us no matter what, win or lose, and I think that's a really big part of our success here. And I think that's really important to what we do.
We just want to say a big thank you again to Niels and Larry for sponsoring our giveaway, and a huge thank you to Gegerich Electric. This is also where Austin works. A big shout out to
Also, if any of y'all are interested in applying, if you're not in college, we are taking applications for new apprentices. So
there you go. And like I said, we cannot do the show without our sponsors. If you want your business to be advertised in next week's show, I'll put my email right here and in the link in the description. Y'all like and share and subscribe, and we really appreciate that. If you want your business to be advertised, one of the great things about YouTube, away from radio and TV, is that your ad stays on there basically forever until the channel shuts down, which I hope it never does. But if anyone comes back and watches this video from 2 years from now, they'll still see Gegerich Electric's website and all that good stuff. And a big thank you for them. And if you want if you'd like to sponsor the show, an episode, we really appreciate it. I'll put my contact information right here. We love the support. The community's been a really big help. James, Austin, I appreciate y'all coming on the show.
Man, we want to thank y'all, man. Y'all are doing a great thing for this community. This is awesome, man. Y'all are doing a great job. And
we have a GoFundMe. I'll put my GoFundMe website right here, and I'll put the link down in the description for this video. Guys, we appreciate y'all coming in. And James, congratulations to your parents for winning that free haircut. James is also the eldest brother to Jace Cheatham, one of my best friends, who got a tackle off the first kickoff. Really proud of him. Good job, Jace. He had 2 tackles? He had 2 tackles. So let's make that clear. Guys, we thank you for the support. We love you all so much, and a big thank you to our sponsors this week, Niels, Larry's, and especially Gegerich Electric. Guys, if you have any electrical needs, if you're wiring up a house or building a house or just need any work done, please call them and support us, okay? We thank you. We appreciate you a whole lot, and we're signing off. This is the J&A Armchair Quarterback Show. We will see y'all in the post game. This is Nicholas Pritchard of the Glen Rose O-line. Last week, there was a lot of protection issues as far as JT had. We were timing it, and he had about 2 seconds in the pocket about every time. One of the biggest things we noticed you coming out there is that there was a lot more protection. JT was able to make way better passes, and just from your point of view, like, what was different from this game than the Bauxite game last week?
All right, well, so last week we had a lot of sophomores and juniors online. We didn't have any much leadership or experience. So whenever I got back, and then Beasley was healthy because he was off and on last week too. Whenever I got back and Beasley got back, there was a lot more leadership on the line, and it helped us just bring back the intensity, and everybody was listening back and forth because we were communicating a lot better.
Right, that's one of the biggest things I noticed. That it was just your blocks, the up front protection was just solid, and JT, there are very few plays that I could see that JT actually felt stressed and had to roll out or do something crazy. As far as running the run pass option, is that just something that the backfield has to worry about, the quarterbacks and the skill guys, or how does that affect? Because we talked to Coach Kehner in the game about how y'all have slowly adjusted to the run pass option. How does that affect the linemen, for those out here who don't know?
Well, the linemen, we just listen to the first two numbers in the play. So if it's like 36 power pass or 36 power slants or anything, we just listen and block 6 power. We don't the RPOs for the backfield and the receivers and all the skill guys.